So Kimi Antonelli is the youngest person to be leading the World Driver Championship in F1. 19 years and 216 days. That's a ridiculously young age. Could he actually be the youngest to win it, assuming he wins it? Who is the youngest to have won it?
I think the youngest is Seb at 23. And then after that, it is, I think, Lewis, who was nearly 24, and then Max, also 24.
So Kimi would win it by a margin if he got it this year.
Chunk, yeah.
Do you think he'll win it this year? What do you reckon, Jack?
I think he's too young. If anything that Drive Survive shows us, he can't even negotiate a underground train.
This is true.
So I think he needs a little bit more experience. He does look so much better this year, but I think experience will just pull through towards the end with George.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree as well. I think that the pressure will end up getting to him. He's had a really amazing last couple of weeks, but it has only been 2 race weekends. And also you've got to remember, like last time out in Japan, George obviously got unlucky with the safety car. So there was an element of luck there involved as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like looking at Max, who is the previous like youngest prodigy, when he won the championship, he had 7 years experience. So even though he was only a couple of years older, he'd been in F1 for a much longer time. And I think that definitely does help.
How much quicker does he look this year, though, compared to... You saw glimpses last year. I mean, the race in Japan, he got very lucky with that pit stop.
Yeah.
But he still looks on it. And it just starting to swing into his favour, I think.
He definitely looks quicker. He looks really good. Like, it's really exciting and, like, such an exciting time, I think, for Italian sport, minus last night's football result.
Football.
Awful. But I can't think about it. What was I saying? Yeah, he definitely looks much better, especially in qualifying. Like, I was really surprised that he got 2 pole positions in a row. I really thought that George was just going to come out and ace it on the weekend, and he just didn't.
Yeah. I mean, the starts he still need to work on, but yeah, that's the only thing. He gives me a bit Oscar Piastri vibes, a little bit. The fact that at the start of the season, he was proper on it. And then just that little bit of experience just brought it back in.
Yeah.
We also don't know how these cars are going to develop throughout the year. You know, we saw it, I mean, going back, showing my age, in Brawn 2009, Jenson Button and Barrichello won like the first 8 races.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it all caught up. And then all like other teams were like, you know, Seb and Mark Webber would just absolutely smash them in the Red Bulls. So you don't know if that's going to happen. So every race is really important, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think what they're saying is, you know, you've just got to try and like take each race as it comes and collect as many points as you can and just let the championship worry about itself down the track. I think, I don't know if he'll be able to keep up the performance over a long period of time. Like, that is what makes the difference, isn't it? Is being able to show up week in, week out, deal with all the travel as well, and keep up with the pressure, because it's just going to be more and more media, more and more eyes on him. I think the Italian media pressure shouldn't be understated either. I think everyone that drives for Ferrari, obviously Kimi doesn't drive for Ferrari, but they all talk about how intense the media is. And I know it's the same with all other Italian sport. There is a real pressure on these athletes to perform, and when he is so young, like, that's got to be really hard to deal with. Like, yeah, you're right, on Drive to Survive, he does look, it's giving shades of you know, when we first saw Yuki in Drive to Survive.
Yeah
Yeah,
it's a little bit, yeah, you saw him and I'm just like, I watched a bit of it. I haven't seen all Drive to Survive this year, but I obviously watched the Alpine one because they're always interesting. But that particular one, I just thought, push comes to shove and you're wheel-to-wheel George Russell, are you going to drive him off the road to win a world championship?
No,
Whereas
he's too nice.
This is the problem.
Thing is, though, the pressure is on George, really, isn't it? Or at least at the moment, I'd say the pressure's on George. Maybe later on in the season if Kimi starts getting ahead.
But George has gone up against Lewis, right? And he did an amazing job. He beat Lewis, and I just don't think George is going to look at Kimi and see this kid who he refers to as his younger brother and think, oh, that's more pressure than racing with Lewis Hamilton.
But George might have the same pressure that Norris had last season of, shit, I've finally been given a good car. I've probably only got this year to do it, because who knows what'll change next year.
Yeah.
So I have to deliver now. And I'm the number 1. Kimi's the number 2. Like, it kind of doesn't matter for him. And maybe that's why he's driving so much better at the moment, because George is desperately trying to capitalise on being so far ahead.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, did you see they did the whole massive Netflix? I haven't actually seen the documentary, but like they did this massive thing on Kimi, like being the chosen one to like take over from Lewis and stuff. Like, that's crazy pressure to put on a kid who would have been like 17 or 18 at that age.
Here's
at
a
that
question
time.
for an Italian as well.
Yeah.
Let's say fast forward to the end of the season, it's Antonelli versus Leclerc.
Yeah.
Who do Italians want to win?
I'm not answering on behalf of the country, especially because I feel like they would say you're not even Italian, like, and fair enough. Really, I actually don't think that it would matter either way. I think any win for Italy in motorsport would be amazing. I was looking it up earlier, and I think the last Italian driver to win was Alberto Ascari in the 50s. So, I mean, it's been a long old time. Ferrari haven't won since 07, I think.
There hasn't. I can't remember I can't remember the last really decent Italian driver. It's great that he's coming through. I think he's handling the pressure quite well as well. Mm-hmm. Back to that question, because you kind of skirted around that. I'm going to raise it up a notch.
Okay.
Would you rather see Hamilton in the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Or Kimi in the Mercedes?
Hamilton in the Ferrari, hands down. Easy.
Everyone wants to see Hamilton in that Ferrari win.
Is that you personally, though, or what you think?
That's behalf of Italy.
No. I'm not answering on behalf of Italy. I don't want Italy to hate me in the comments because I love you. I think Hamilton in the Ferrari, that'd be so good. And also Ferrari is the Italian team as well. And Kimi's going to have time. I think he is so young, and you know, this is a sport where you do have longevity where you don't in other sports, you know, like, because your body obviously is important, but it's not a factor in the same way as, I don't know, like a rugby player or something, is it? So he could be playing.
Racing?
Yeah, driving. For a long time, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And you see, like, Fernando Alonso is ancient now. Like, he might still be racing in 20 years. But, yeah, I think Kimi, just to kind of say, I think he has got a very good chance to win the World Championship this year. If Mercedes stay ahead of the competitors as much as what they are now, I think he's got all a very good shot. And we know how much George crashes. He loves a crash under pressure. Saw it in Singapore, see it a couple of times. There's a mistake in him. So the next few races will be really interesting, because I think the pressure's on George, like you're saying, a bit more than Kimi.
So here's a question, right? Hamilton was the last person to be the record youngest person to be leading the championship. And at the time, he was 22 years old and 125 days. So he's 2 years older than Kimi is now. Well, kind of 3 years older. I might be jumping ahead too far here, but if Kimi does win it this year and he is as dominant as he could be, I think he looks like he's a fantastic driver. Could we be looking at another Hamilton or something like that? If the cars go his way. Yeah,
I actually was thinking this because I was looking at how many seasons it had taken people to win their first world championship, and obviously it took Hamilton 2. And this would be Kimi's second season. And I was thinking, maybe.
Imagine Hamilton 3 years younger now. No one, we're talking about him out the door soon. Yeah. But with 3 more years, he could get his...
I think it depends on car. I think he's a great driver, but I think you have to luck into a good car. Look at Alonso. Yeah. Alonso could have won a lot of world championships if he didn't make the wrong decisions at the point of his career. Well, Hamilton has been a lot of people support this, a bit more luckier with his choices, I think. He still has to beat his teammates, which he has done, but he's kind of lucked into an era with Mercedes where really it was one of 2. Yeah. So I don't know. It depends I think he's got it in him, but I think it's a bit too early to say. Yeah. I think he's doing the right thing, isn't he? Like, boring answer, but like if he just shows up and like does the best he can every single weekend, if George makes mistakes. Also, McLaren looked quick on the weekend as well. Yeah. So, and we've got 5-week break now, plus the summer break. Like, the development in this year is going to be crazy because the gap between the top and the bottom at the moment is like a second and a half, something like that. So yeah, who knows? If Kimi just keeps showing up and puts in podium positions every single week, that could be enough at the end of the year. Yeah, I think so. Well, let us know what you think in the comments below. Will Kimi be the youngest ever World Drivers' Champion, or will it be George Russell? Don't forget to like and subscribe.